When talking about Vladimir Guerrero Jr., you instantly think back to his incredible 2021 campaign where every ball off his bat seemed to be hit at 120 miles per hour. It finally felt like the guy we saw terrorize pitchers in the minor leagues was going to be able to do it at the big league level too. However, ever since his breakout season, he hasn't been able to recapture the form he once had. Buck Martinez said it best when looking at his numbers. They're good for 99% of ball players, but for Vlad, it's far from his best. But why is this? Because when looking at his baseball savant page, most of the stats are encouraging. His hard hit percentage, average exit velocity, expected batting average, expected slugging, and expected weighted on base average are all close to or even better than when Vlad was at his best in 2021. Another important metric to look at when Vlad is struggling is his launch angle. As a guideline, the launch angles for different types of contact are this: lower than 10 degrees are ground balls, 10 to 25 are line drives, 25 to 50 are fly balls, and above 50 are pop-ups. In his less impressive seasons in 19, 20, and 22, his launch angle sat between 4.3 and 6.7 degrees. And as we all saw, he hit a lot of ground balls, which is not what you want from your most powerful batter. Instead, you want him to hover around 9 to 10 degrees. That's where he was when he was at his best in 2021, and as everyone knows, he was the best player in baseball. So what is he doing in 2023? Well, it's about the same at 8.8 degrees. But if we do some more digging, there are a couple of stats Vlad has struggled with. For starters, he's chasing far more than 2021, and as a result creating much more weak contact. And when we look deeper, we can see that is mainly off the slider. Over the last 3 seasons, Vlad's whiff rate has decreased significantly against this pitch. Which sounds like a good thing, right? Well, that's because he's making much more soft contact on these chase sliders, which 9 times out of 10 means a soft ground ball. And if you have tuned into most of the games this season, then you have probably made the same connection, because recently it has been an every game occurrence where he's hitting one of these weak ground balls, which is not something you want from a guy who is capable of hitting 50 home runs each season. A poor stretch from one of our superstars is something we've seen before. I remember just last year we had the exact same conversation about what is wrong with Bo Bichette, who had a sub 300 OBP as late as August 25th before he figured it all out. Now it's Vlad who is struggling. His month-by-month splits this year are extremely poor, and it might take some time before we get to see the 2021 version of Vlad come back. And hopefully that day is soon, because the playoff picture is starting to take shape as we reach the halfway point of the season. And the Jays are one of those teams that need to start racking up some wins to solidify their position in October. And now, before we wrap up here, I want you to let me know what your takeaways are from Vlad this season. And also hit the subscribe button while you're at it to help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next video.